please explain to the people about your program.
So I am here purposely to talk about Miles of Great Hopes. Miles of Great Hopes is a nonprofit organization. It's not a church. It's not a political organization. It's purely a community engagement to do the very basic things. And we commit into three platforms: clean water, sanitation, health, and education. And our vision is to revive, empower, and sustain hopes.
Chafuwa Meza, tuko in the city. Chafuwa Meza, Don Kings in the building. Don Kings in the building. Chafuwa Meza, Chafuwa Meza, tuko Nairobi tuna Chafuwa Meza. Chafuwa Meza, Chafuwa Meza, tuko in the city. Chafuwa Meza.
Welcome everybody to another episode of Chafuwa Meza Podcast. I'm your host, Lemmy G, and today we have a very, very special guest with us, man. He's doing a very good job from right here in America all the way across the world to Kenya, our own. Matter of fact, because you already know I'm from Kenya, man. So I have my own partner right here. Not only that, we go all the way back, man. Matter of fact, man, I used to have a job in a gas station. This is like back in, you don't want to know. It's some years back, man. And he used to work like right across the street from me. So I've known him for a while, man, for a long time, man, a long time. And speaking of that, I want to give a shout out to Sophie. Sophie, remember that episode we did together and you talked about this? Guess what? Today is happening. So shout out to you and thank you so much for mentioning this whole project. But without any further ado, man, I want to go ahead and let you introduce yourself so at least the people can know who you are and then we can proceed from there.
Awesome. Hey, Lemmy.
Yes, sir.
It's I'm here finally here. It's a long time coming. My name is Isaac Kuria, and live here in Raleigh. I'm from Kenya. I am the founder president of Miles of Great Hopes, and I'm a community leader. Do a lot of things with the community, and have a family.
Yeah.
And it's good to be in your studio. And Sophie, again, thank you. Sophie, we've worked together.
Yes.
She likes running. She worked for Pfizer. She just good people.
Actually, that's a good point. Excuse me. Sophie mentioned to me that time as well. She loves running. You know, I started running as well. So Sophie, I wanna challenge you. Invite me to whatever you go running. I wanna come join you. But anyway, yes. So yeah, welcome to the platform, man. It's an honor to have you finally here because it's been a long time coming. And first things first, man. First of all, I want to really applaud you and appreciate you and bravo to you for what you're doing for our own country. You know, we live in a time where our own government will not do nothing for us as the people. You know what I mean. So now it's a time where us, when I mean us, is me and you back at home to help our own. You know what I mean? There's this program I always see from Eric Omondi. He does the Sisi kwa Sisi. I don't know if you ever seen that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just us as the people, as the citizens of Kenya, we help each other. You know what I mean? We become our own brother's keeper. So yeah, I want to commend you for doing the stuff, the kind of stuff you're doing right now, because it's the same thing I'm doing, but not exactly the same as yours. But it's still helping people. So thank you. Yeah, thank you for a great job. But please explain to the people about your program.
Yeah, Lemmy, I just want to, mention to you that, what we do and what you're doing, you've created a platform, a situation where whatever we are doing, I'm doing, other people are doing, that message gets out to the people. Yes. So actually what you're doing is very, very instrumental. It's very foundational. And it's out of platform like this and the heart that you have to keep inviting people. You invited me a number of times and finally I'm here. So the other extra person out there that gets to hear this, it's because of you. So thank you to you.
Oh, yes. You're welcome. That's why I have this type of platform. It's for anybody who has any type of information. Bring it over here. If you want to educate us on something, please come to this platform. Let us know something that we probably do not know or we probably overlooking. If you are an entertainer, please come over here. If you have anything value you want to offer to the world, please stop by over here. That's what we have this platform for. You don't have to be Kenyan or African. You could be anybody. You know what I mean? Anybody. And come on. The platform is open for everybody. But anyway, man, back to you, Isaac, man.
Yes, so I am here purposely to talk about Miles of Great Hopes. Miles of Great Hopes is a nonprofit organization. It's not a church. It's not a political organization. It's purely a community engagement to do the very basic things. We are a registered international nonprofit. Our country of choice is Kenya. That's where I know more. I know most. I'm well traveled, and we commit into 3 platforms: clean water, sanitation, health, and education. And our vision is to revive, empower, and sustain hopes. We've been doing this since 2009, 2010. So we got registered, we got all that paperwork out of the way, and the organization started because of a little bit about my background. I was born in a large family of 10. I lost my dad when I was very young.
Sorry.
And yeah, thank you. And 27 years ago, or since I lost my dad, 16 years later, we lost our mom. We were 10 of us. Yeah, that was back in August 11 of 1998. So that happened. But my mom was a very prayerful woman. She was very generous. She was supporting people in the community, people in the village where we lived. I lived in Donyonjero, that is North Kinangop.
Kinangop.
Yes, very
my
cold.
God. You know, I went to school in Nevasha boarding.
Okay.
So Nevasha is right there
I know.
right next to Kinangop. So
Yes.
I know exactly what you're talking about, man.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. So my dad, before he passed away, they had invested in some business. He was a business person. He had some different businesses in Mombasa, in Nakuru, in Moranga, in Naivasha. Now we're talking about Naivasha. There was a place called Kabati. He had a plot, like a small rental properties there, that kind of thing. But in Donyonjero, my dad, they had a posher mill, a pub. There was a pub in a butchery,
Of course.
and then a lodging at the back. So people would bring their maize from the farm,
Yes.
and come get it dried. Posher meal,
Yeah.
ugali,
yeah.
ugali happens,
Yes, sir.
but we had a lot of cows, and our cows used to feed mashisha. I don't know whether
You're talking about my lifestyle right now, man. Okay. Okay.
yeah. So 17 cows, a lot of milk, all evening milk. It was just a whole lot of it, and she would give and distribute to mothers and families that didn't have a cow. They had children, they needed milk. I was a kid. We didn't. It was just like, okay, she give milk, it's no big deal.
Yeah.
And whenever she would do the posher meal, back to the, side of business, there are mothers who would not necessarily have the maize to bring to turn it into unga. And she always had like 3 sacks of maize that she would grind and distribute and give. It was a good business and it was very lucrative. So, but it didn't dawn on me exactly what she was doing until years later, until we lost her. So she was a lot of milk given out, the unga, that kind of thing. But long story short, life happened. We ended up losing her, and I'm well traveled. Some of my older siblings, my sister, she became an educator in Kajiado, and during the holiday from school, we would travel, go see brother over there, and I happened to go to Kajiado, and the world kind of opened up to, there's another difference, another place with a little bit of a challenge. Kinangop, there's a lot of rain. It's slopes of Aberdare.
Very true.
In Kajiado,
Aberdare.
it wasn't so much of that. So I ended up traveling back and forth to the United States. I happened to work with the YMCA. I was volunteering with the YMCA in Kenya. YMCA is international, and uh, and even in school, I went to Donyonjero Primary, and I was volunteering in different things, different ways without knowing. Volunteering, it wasn't a big word or well pronounced. Like this is exactly what you're doing. You're just doing it. You're just happening to do it.
Yeah.
And so I participated in a program called International Camp Counseling Program with the YMCA. So a lot of applicants, more than 1,000, but only 17 made it to be kind of.
What?
We made it through to
17 out of 1,000.
more than 1,000. Yes.
More than 1,000.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that's what brought me initially to the United States. And
Jeez.
yeah, and was a summer camp, summer thing. So I would come for summer and go back, come for summer, and alongside during those travel, my mind went back to where I'm from. Always, you can't forget where you're from.
Of course, you can't
forget
that.
the people you
Yeah.
grew up with, the village, the place you come from, and you kind of see the disparity and the difference.
Yeah.
And I felt I needed to act. I needed to do something. I needed to be there for someone, and that's what and how the Mouse of Great Hopes was born. Of course, I'll answer that in a different. How about I say now? So
Yeah, go ahead. Go
yes,
ahead.
yes. So coming to this country and back and forth. Eventually, I was able to settle and got to school. I went to WIC for an associate degree. Eventually, I went to University of Phoenix and NC State. But our son was born in 2007, and when you become a dad, then
Life.
yeah, you see life
changes, yes.
in a different way.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so seeing my son in a home, we used to live in Kerry, in a home with about three bathrooms or 4 water sources in the sink, bathroom, that kind of thing. It was a lot of water. And going back to my travel, especially in Kajiado, and there are still small children that are being born. Those mothers don't have the luxury of an extra, water in their home. They have to travel. They have to walk a distance. And I felt it was my duty. It was, I needed to do something. And that's how the organization was born.
Oh, wow. It's interesting you saying that because not only in Kenya, but mostly the whole of Africa, that's the number one problem we have is water. The whole of Africa is struggling with water. And again, I commend you for even having the balls to do that. Because, of course, a lot of people, as soon as they move to America, it's like, we cool over here. So why worry about the ones back home? Okay. So water is the first thing that made you start the whole organization, right?
Yeah.
And then as you proceeded, you came up with the next idea of education and sanitization, right?
Yes.
Okay. So what made you pick education?
So when you look at a school setting in Kenya or anywhere, even here in the United States, and in fact, yes, water is an issue in Kenya, but also water is an issue here in the United States as
Yes,
well.
sir.
There are rural areas where they depend on wells, or it's not. It's a challenge across the globe. It's tons and tons of people who actually need that good clean water.
Actually, in places like Michigan, Detroit, you've seen the water issues out there. First of all, the water is nasty. It's not clean water. It's dirty water. And this is a problem they've been having for a long time. So I don't know what's going on in that area, man. Like they always, if you live in Detroit, they always warn you, please do not drink any water out there. Like that's how bad it is. So someone coming from Africa will think America is great. Like you don't have those kind of problems because like I mentioned, number one problem we have is water. Even here, even if it's first world, we still have water problems. As crazy as that sounds, but it's true.
Yeah. So yes. So that's so the water is our umbrella program, and when you solve the water problem or you discuss and handle that, everything else kind of gets a solution from it. What I mean is, when you think about the sanitation, when you think about those pit latrine where the kids have to go use the bathroom without washing their hands, you're looking at a outbreak of a situation, a disease that because they go and munch on something with hands that are not clean from a dirty place.
Yes.
So automatically having the public schools where we're discussing the water, then the sanitation health came to being, and you're talking about a school. School is known as a central point where education is rendered, and so we start looking into the issues of education. So our organization handles or deals with the education piece. And when you talk about the education, it's not just providing the desk or maybe a blackboard. We go a little bit more than that. We don't look at things that the children will, we are solving like the food situation. A school may not have, kids may not have lunch provided by school. They have to run. I remember when I was growing up, we had to, lunch break, you run into home, get some lunch, and come back
to school.
And you're hungry because it was a little bit of a distance.
Yeah.
But we look at a program that is beyond just the current students. So it's benefiting the current students and the students that will come after that. So right before COVID, we were doing Lego robotics. There is a first Lego League Junior. It's here in the United States. It's blocks, Lego, the Legos that you build. You build Legos, yeah. So we were doing that, and COVID came. Social distance came to be a thing. But before that, the COVID-19, we were very, very successful doing that Lego League. My daughter, I remember she was very young, about maybe 6, 7, and we selected a number of students in different communities, and also from East Raleigh, some locations where probably the STEM is not very, very strong, and we partnered them with children in Kenya, and we had a partnership with the National Museum of Kenya, and they would go and meet there and get their training to learn how to do that. And they were building the boom town of the future, a green house of the future through the Lego.
Hold on, quick question. You say East Raleigh?
Yes.
Well, that is huge.
Yeah. So we had, we were working with communities in, Martin Luther King Jr. Right there. So there is a community of students that wanted to participate in the program.
American or just Kenyans?
Yeah, Americans.
Americans.
We had some Kenyan kids. So my daughter was one of them.
Yeah.
And others, and it was a free program. It was a free that they were engaged in building teams. So a team of about 7, they would work on a project, and the project was the boom town of the future. That is getting it's a book you follow, you build. They had a box where they had to build a house, like really a structure, and make it a greenhouse. So the roof is glass, and you planting, it's saving energy like a greenhouse. So we had Americans and Kenyans and children from diaspora. From the diaspora, it wasn't selective that you had to be, And we wanted to introduce the children here and children in Kenya, number one, to learn how to collaborate, learn about the language, learn about a student and it was like a building, like a pen pal through technology and innovation and collaboration. And it's more introducing the STEM, getting exposure to these children at an early age through the first Lego League.
Oh, that is huge. My goodness. Oh, I didn't even know it was that deep.
Yeah.
Oh, this is good stuff. Good stuff for sure. But so let me back up for a second, right? because you started this program, right? Or you had a whole group of people behind you? Like, did you? It was just you?
No, so the organization, so our goal is we want to do education for for the for the students, and our organization dedicates those projects to Kenya. So this program I did not start it. It's been there for years and years. We just happened to participate with the first Lego League. So, and they're very open to any participant who want to be a part of. And all we had to do is, commit and kind of buy the units and build our teams, and they do competitions. So it's a big deal here in the US. And we just happened to, our organization want to introduce the Lego robotics here in the US and introduce the kids in Kenya, but combine them. So it's children the same age. It was aged between 7 to 10. So the kids had to be under 10 years. And it was a competition. Whoever, the best team wins. And that's what happened. And so these children in Kenya, we were able to buy them 6 boxes of those. Each box is a unit. So, and each unit has about 7 to 10 children. And they're working on that project to make it work. And it was a success.
Oh, good stuff.
Yeah,
Good
of course,
stuff.
with a lot of challenges. Sometimes, it won't work. They had a lift. They had a lot of, it's a programming. You're programming and you're using your computer to tell, yeah.
So, is this program you do in specific schools, or is just any school in Kenya?
No, so we can do any school, and it cannot be everybody. So it has to be a commitment. In this case, because we had a partnership with the Nairobi National Museum, that was our central location, and they would meet every week. We would do Zoom and video conference. We had somebody to help them learn. We had to have a trainer to train them, somebody who's knowledgeable about technology and kind of lead. This is what you're supposed to do, and walking around, that kind of thing. So we had selected some few schools in Nairobi, and didn't necessarily have to be this school or that school. It was who want to participate, and they had some parents, getting the kids to come to the museum so they could get their training, and then at the end we had at the final competition presentation kind of.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but COVID-19 happened. A lot of things went back. Everybody home and not touching anything, and we morphed out to the coding. The coding that we do was still STEM, still technology. We partnered with another organization, a club, Coda Dojo Apex, in Apex.
Dojo Apex.
Coda Dojo Apex.
Oh, right in Apex.
Yeah, here in Apex. We had a good friend, Daya Reddy. Daya, amazing guy. He actually traveled to Kenya with me in 2022 so that we could see the work that we're doing. But anyway, the Coda Dojo, it uses the 4 C's in technology. That is the collaboration, the creativity, the communication, and to get the program going. The program, we called it Mass of Great Hopes, Scratch a Mind. Scratch a Mind is where the children use the technology to create, make, and enjoy technology in executing their projects. So they use programs like Scratch, Python, Java, Trinket to create and communicate and tell a story. So you remember those days when we were young and we would take you would get the wires and create a car or vehicle and
Construct the whole vehicle, yes, and also the box.
The-
Remember, you cut the box, you make a whole like a matatu. Yes, I remember.
okay, you did that, I did that.
Yes,
Nowadays the kids don't do that too much,
play video games.
video games.
Yes,
So the Scratcher Mind does exactly that, but it uses block-based computing, and so that's the program that we do. So after COVID, the children that were doing the Lego robotics, we didn't know what to do with them. The ones that we had selected in Kenya, they were so much intrigued. They wanted to continue, but what do we do with them? So that was in 2022, and COVID happened. Things went down. In 2021, the summer of 2021, we wanted to do something with those kids, and we created something called Serving Summer Adventure, like a summer camp. And that program helped those kids to engage, and they started talking to each other. We had participants from a number of states here in the U.S., North Carolina, Michigan, Georgia, and California. We had kids in Ghana, West Africa, and Kenya. And when you talk about Kenya, there were different locations: Kajiado, Nairobi, Nakuru, that kind of thing. And the kids were coming online. We were doing a lot of Zoom, and they were learning. And the children here, who were a little bit advanced, they became the student ambassadors, and they were training the kids in Kenya. So it was a train the trainer, but we were removing ourselves. We were doing a lot of Zoom and yeah.
good stuff. Good stuff. Now, speaking of those kids in Kenya, I remember you mentioned earlier. Of course, you guys provide the water and then the education, sanitization, all this great stuff that you guys are doing. Do you also provide uniform for these kids and this other extra stuff, or that doesn't come into play?
We did a uniform project actually during that COVID time. So what we do in Kenya, we go to the communities, we do survey, we listen how we identify the project. We let the community say what they want, what is more important for them. We don't push this what we think you need or this what we can do for you. Case in point to the uniform question, there is a school in Embu, and we worked with a community leader, and they said they help the children of imprisoned parents. So the dads who have, got in trouble and they're in prison or whatever, they still have children. Children are, genuinely good kids who need help with missing their dad or whatever. And they said these children can use shoes, they can use uniform, and we did that as a one-time project, and we were able to buy them uniform. That's the only time we did uniform. We don't do so much of like a uniform or shoes. That was a one-time ask, and it was a need, and we were able to support in that respect. During the COVID time also, there was another need to help because, there was no vaccine, there was no mask, and we had a request to support with the jerry cans, or like a 20 liters of water designed to have a tap and soap. And we supplied about 60 of them, and they were sprinkled around the town so that people can wash their hands and can kind of kill germs from the COVID. COVID was very confusing.
Of course, yeah.
So it wasn't a bigger of a project, but it was still very, very essential, and we think we were able to save some lives.
So do you guys dig boreholes?
On the water project,
Yeah.
the initial goal was to dig wells, dig the borehole, and until you start doing the project, that's when you start learning a number of things. The first borehole we were going to dig was in Kajiado, Ilbisil Township Primary School. We worked with Sacred Heart Cathedral. We had a partnership with that church. It's here in Raleigh, off Hillsborough Street. And they provided the funds to do the hydrogeological survey, which we did. And we found that we needed to dig 1,800 feet underneath. The cost for that was going to be about $25,000 USD. Now, fundraising to get those funds is not an easy task.
Obviously.
So, the kind of fundraiser we do between running and gala dinner or painting, they don't attract so much money. There is a lot of competition for organizations looking for funds. So, unfortunately, we're not able to accomplish that, digging that well, but still we were able to do a water harvesting system. So we've done a number of water projects between the water harvesting systems and also rehabilitating broken wells. So rehabilitation of broken wells, it's an easier because it's still expensive, but not as digging the actual well. And we've done a number of water projects between in Subukia. I don't know whether you heard about the Patel Dam that broke. This is some years back.
Yes.
Yeah. And washed off some class, killed some few people, some homes, that's semi-permanent.
Yeah.
Yeah. We, Safaricom did a rescue water tank for that school. And we did go there and we did the whole guttering and water harvesting, and we donated to that. Just an example.
An example.
Yeah.
So okay, and this is the point where you come to a platform like this, because you just mentioned you guys were unable to actually raise the $25,000 to build or at least dig the borehole at that time, right? So since then, it has not happened yet, right? It's been
a struggle.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. It's been a struggle to raise that kind of funds. And whenever we do like a gala dinner or a 5K, which we do at American Tobacco Trail, it's still a lot of operations cost to put an event together.
Yes.
Between people, we charge $25 for somebody to participate in a 5K. And those are the funds that you use to order the T-shirt. When people come to run, they need a T-shirt. There is a little other things, but we get some donations of maybe water. We partner with like a local Food Lion or Fresh Market. They provide bananas, some little things to offset the cost.
Yes.
But overall, you end up like maybe $2,000, $3,000 raised. We don't sit on that money. We actually go out there because that money can do and is able to do a bigger project, a project that is meaningful to people.
Yes.
Some of these projects don't require so much money.
Yeah.
Some years back, we were able to do a cow project for segregated, widowed women with HIV and AIDS. And their need was something that is economical that can help them to get by, to feed their kids, to send their kids to school. And we donated a cow to every single one of those mothers. Those cows have given birth to calves, and now they have a homestead full of 3, 4, 5 cows over the years. It's been gainful economically because they sell the milk. It's a resource. So we have pockets of such examples of such projects done, and that's how we measure our success.
Oh, that is good. You give a cow, and then you get. Oh yeah, salute to those women, salute to those people. But I was saying this. The borehole was not dug because the lack of funds, and that's why we have this kind of platform.
Yes.
You know what I mean. The goal is we want to be able, instead of creating or building or even buying these tanks and then fill it with water, because the problem's never solved. Tomorrow is gonna be another challenge. You know what I mean? I would rather for us, and this is a challenge to this platform right here, Chafuwa Meza fans, subscribers, viewers. This is a challenge I would actually lead to you guys. Please, let's build a borehole for these families, for these people, for these children, because Number one, of course, everybody needs water. That's the number one thing in life. You need water. You gotta drink water. You gotta take a bath. You gotta use water to cook. You know what I mean? Like water is the most efficient, essential thing we need in life. So this is a challenge. I would like to challenge you guys. Please, let's all come together, chip in some money. Let's build 25. What is 25 grand? Man, come on, now, are you kidding me? That's nothing. That's nothing. Matter of fact, we can do more than building a borehole.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? So this is a challenge, and this is why I always keep telling you all the time. Come to the platform. You need to talk to the people, man, because we need numbers. Numbers makes a difference. This is where you're gonna get numbers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Going for the run, how many people you might pull up? Maybe what, 20, 30 people? You're not gonna have too many people.
Yeah.
Even when you get 100, that's almost like an out of.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
But here, people are sitting in the house just watching the podcast. You can have 1 million people watching this at the same time. And then we only ask you for 25 grand, and they can even give more.
Yes. Yeah. People give people.
Yeah.
Yes.
Matter of fact, this is your camera right here, man.
Yes.
I want you to look directly to your camera and talk to these people, let them know how they can help you, how they can come around your platform. Tell them where they can donate, because this is a big influence. And matter of fact, because let me back up a little bit. You did mention right now you're just helping Kenya, because I'm hoping this is my prayer for me to you. Start from Kenya and then expand to the whole of Africa, because Africa as a continent, we have a huge problem. You know what I mean? So let Kenya be where you start from, and then spread all over the continent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now you got supporters, man.
Yeah, thank you. Absolutely. Yeah. To you out there listening in, and to respond very quickly to what you just said. Yeah, so Kenya is the initial location, but the goal is to, create a successful system, create a successful project, and be able to multiply that into many other, locations and pockets. So, but our website is www.miles, of greathopes.org. When you go out there, you go in there, you'll be able to find ways to give. You can donate any amount. We give you, tax deductible for you. We have events that we plan. We actually have a gala dinner that is coming up on February 21st. We are looking to have at least 250 people into the venue. It's going to be at Hilton Garden Inn in Raleigh by Crabtree Valley Mall,
North Carolina.
The tickets they're on sale right now. It's $100, and we want all of you to come in there. But our goal and long-term vision is to have a sustainable way of having the organization to thrive by itself. We're still going to be, having this, fundraiser and ways for people to give, but we want the organization to be stable enough by creating a way of having proceeds that will be able to help do other projects that are not as expensive. So we're looking forward to you joining. If you cannot join, if you cannot come, you're out of town, just, donate out there.
Can you also do a Zoom?
Yes, we do Zoom. We do Zoom all the time, yes.
Yeah, so they can join on Zoom. So there's people, first of all, if you live in Raleigh, Cary, Durham, Fuquay, Holly Springs, what else am I forgetting? Ghana. These are the places that you have to show up physically. Come on, man, you got to show up physically. I mean, what are you doing? It's probably going to be on a Saturday, right?
Yeah, it'll be a Saturday, 21st. It's not too many things going on.
Yeah.
If you want to bring your better half, or skip the Valentine, make your Valentine come. It's gonna be a nice event, dress up event. It's a formal event with some good food, good people. We have a very good DJ who will give people some good reason to have a good time, and more importantly, you're supporting our humanity.
Yes. Yeah. So it's definitely going to be on a weekend. I know most of you guys are free on weekends, so please, 21st February next year, 2026. Put that on your calendar right now. Pull up in Raleigh. It's going to be in Raleigh. Hilton Hotel. That's Hilton Hotel. Come on, my guy. Are you kidding me? That's a nice hotel. You got to show up. I mean, you don't have any other plans. I know you want to stay at home and watch Netflix. Only one day you can put Netflix to the side and come here and make a difference in life. At least let someone in Africa say, "Hey, you made a difference." So yeah, we're gonna be looking forward for 21st February next year. I want all these people watching us to show up. And again, 25,000 to these people is nothing.
Yeah.
People got money out here, man. I know. Of course, they say economically right now is struggling, but there's people who got money.
Yes.
There's people have money. They're just sitting around waiting for someone to ask for help, and we asking for help right now. So please listen to us and make a difference. Um, it's interesting. You've mentioned some stuff I've never even thought about. Like people parents who get locked up in prison. They end up serving time in prison, and then they leave their kids back home.
Yeah.
And then who gets to take care of them? I never thought of that because, like, you saying that right now, it just hit me like, wow, we got kids like that who are struggling out here because their parents are locked up. They don't have anybody to look up to.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes their uncles, their aunties, they don't want to step up. Their grandparents, you know what I mean? So they just become homeless.
Yes.
So that's another goal, man. These are the type of people I want to help as well. You know what I mean? Now another one, the women with AIDS. That's another one.
Yeah.
That's huge. Like, me listening to you is opening other doors to see how many people need help out there. And I mean, these are kind of categories we even think of.
Yeah.
You know, we normally wait for the people who actually, maybe they send you an email, you know what I mean? Or maybe they reach out to you, or maybe someone tells you, oh, this is the type of people going through something, and then you try to make a difference. But sometimes you don't really know exactly who the people are really going through with and needs that help, especially when it comes to the kids.
Yes.
You know? So good stuff, man.
Yeah, and I want to give that's a shout out to Bishop Moses. He's someone who always thinking about, those kids. Also, he's very engaged, and he reached out to us, and we were not able to help a whole lot, but we were able to help the much we could. And we're asking, and to your audience out here, come through us or go through any other organization. To us, it doesn't matter as long as people listening and they hear there is some support they can offer, touch somebody, help somebody. But we're asking you, we have a need, consider us.
Yeah. Very good, very good. So moving forward, because like I mentioned, of course, if you watch Chafuwa Meza Podcast, you already know this is something I had mentioned, in my earlier episodes. Next year, I'll be moving around or traveling around Africa as much. Like I told you, I'm taking this to the road. Those are the type of people who want to go and make a difference in their lives. You know what I mean? And it's good to know ahead of time, because it's always good to walk into something having a plan, as opposed to walk into something blind.
Right.
So these kind of kids who don't have parents, or maybe their parents are locked up for whatever reason. Yeah, I wanna pay attention to that, man. That touched me right there, man. I wanna make a difference. So next year, man, y'all be on the lookout. Chafuwa Meza will be somewhere near you, near your hometown, near your city. We're gonna make a difference to these kids, man.
Yeah.
But this is good stuff you're doing for sure. I'm pretty sure. Do you do anything when it comes to the city? Because I'm assuming everything you do is more to the rural areas as opposed to urban, right?
Yeah. So our organization has 5 counties in Kenya where we do. We are regulated by the Kenyan authority, the Kenya government. We have to be in compliance with that. And so we are in Nakuru County, Nyandarua County, Nairobi County, Kajiado, and Nyeri. And those are areas that we have focused on. In Nyeri, we support about 250 girls with hygienic sunny pads for their to keep them going to school, and girls, their dignity. And in Nairobi, we did work with a group out of Nairobi, and we supported them we worked through a church, and we supported them with the Bible. That's what the church wanted, to buy everybody a Bible, and we supported with that.
So no, technically, how do you normally get these people who need help, or this other organization like churches? Do they reach to you? They reach out to you guys, or you guys go looking out for them?
So we have a setup where in Kenya we have the local directors, the local team. So the local team identifies the projects that we need to do, and they interview, they listen, and we cannot take and do everything. The number one, we don't have the resources, so we look at where there is a very dire need, and we attend to that. So that's how we identify. But we have a lot of people reaching out through either an email or they just walk up and so needs are plenty. The funds, the resources are scarce.
And that's the good thing for coming to a platform again like this. Now, other people might come in and give you all the resources that you probably might need. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Join forces, join hands, and make a difference. You know what I mean? Like I say, numbers. In numbers, you win. You can never lose with numbers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you opened my eye with this one. This is a good one. And again, back to Sophie. I remember Sophie told me you did something exclusive, and you've never even mentioned that right now or through the whole episode. I had you guys also sometimes help people come from Africa and they come here and they get stranded.
You say that we help people to come
No,
here?
no. People came here on their own.
Okay.
And then they got stranded, and then you guys stepped up and helped them.
Okay. Like a refugee, like a...
I don't know how you guys did it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it was like a asylum thing, a refugee thing. I don't know how you did it, but there were people struggling. That's what someone mentioned that to me. People, you know how sometimes, and this is another problem. Sometimes you leave Africa not knowing where you're going. Of course, you know you're going to America, but as soon as you get to America, where exactly are you going after that? After you land here, what's your next move?
Right.
So we have people like that who gets here. As soon as they get to the airport, they're stranded.
Right.
They don't have the next move.
Yeah.
So there's been stories where you guys came in and helped those kind of people.
Yeah, we are not authorized to do that, so we try to keep in our lane. Our organization hasn't done exactly that, but I understand what you're saying, and there is organizations that actually do that support, immigrants that need that support. There are some local churches. I can't remember the name of the church, but there is a church of Lake Boone Trail near Rex Hospital, somewhere back there, and they would help you to get your paperwork, get to drive a license, open a bank account, go to grocery, help you with some things that are basic. We haven't done that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So someone did misinform me. You.
No, it's probably you are. It's not us, but I'm very sure. And Sophie is she's very resourceful when it comes to helping. I know that because the way actually we connected with Sophie, we were doing a 5K. Like I say, she likes to run, and she registered for a run with us, but she couldn't make it. And she said, "Hey, I need my money back." And I was, we're going to get you the money back. But, it's when you're having an event, and sometime, like you said, who do you trust? Is people out there trying to say, hey, we have this thing and give you money, and they're scamming you.
Yes.
And, but Sophie, eventually she came, she ran at another event, she donated. In fact, she had... So other ways that people can donate, and Sophie is a good example of that. She would donate, and when she was working for Pfizer, and the Pfizer would match the donation, and her organization of choice was Miles of Great Hopes. So through that act of giving and wanting to, reaching out to the HR, hey, this is our organization of choice, we were able to get a little bit more money and do more impact. So your $25 that you can donate and let your organization to match, it's money that is out there that is not doing anything.
Yes.
That anyone out there can do the same. And Sophie, you did an amazing job. Thank you.
Thank you, Sophie. I appreciate you so much. That's big ups to you, man. I want to commend you again, you guys, for the kind of job you guys are doing. That's to me, I'm left speechless. I don't know what to say, man. This is just bravo to you guys. Keep doing what you're doing. Like I mentioned again, our government has let us down. So it's up to us. It's up to you. It's up to me. It's up to the people watching us to make a difference in this world. If not, then we're done. It's just no tomorrow. You know what I mean? Someone like you right now, you have a family. I mean, you have kids. What's their future going to be like if we don't do anything?
Yeah, and we as I think we are tasked as people to just do what we can, follow your passion, and what you've done, Lemmy, is to, you just didn't wake up one day and said, "I'm gonna be doing a podcast." It's had to had a, it's a big deal. You've put a lot of resources to this, and it's making an impact through all the people who are coming through here, all the knowledge and information that people are getting through, all the many guests that come and sit on this chair. So, for us, for me, is do the very minimal I can do. I do it out of passion. I don't get paid. None of the board members with the organization get paid, and I give a shout out to all of them. They are professional. They have families. They have other things they could be doing, but they commit. We meet on Zoom. We do a lot of planning. They put their money on the table because they're making a difference, and it's a joy. It's a joy it's a satisfaction that going out and having a great dinner is not going to do what you get. We just traveled to Kenya last year. 13 people paid their own ticket to go see exactly the kind of work we are doing. So if you're out there doubting whether we are real or anything like that, go to our website, listen to many of these professional. Our team is not just composed of Kenyans. It's Kenyans, non-Kenyans, people from diverse background and countries. Our organization have been served by people from 7 different nations. And it's the human heart and human mind touching another humanity across. You don't have to know these people by name. You don't have to see them. But as long as the impact is being made, you feel you can sleep good at night. You can feel you're purposeful in this life. So back on the education programs that we do, as I mentioned, we have impacted different communities, different places, and what we have done is we have formed collaborations and partnerships with the schools that we dedicate. We're going to help this school. We ask them, can you give us a class? And those classes in some places, they don't have the windows, the doors. So we renovate. So we have been able to do that for 3 schools. We created Center of Excellence, and that has been made possible through partnerships. For example, the Rift Valley National Polytechnic, the former Rift Valley Institute of Science and Technology, ARVIS, it's in Joro, Nakuru. That institute donated the land. The land, they built a school, primary school, committed to help the children, community, poor families. And so that school gave us a class, we renovated, and now it's a Center of Excellence. It's actually a class that is a benchmark for the area. And it's an amazing, you go in there, this is the Harvest donated some computers, and also we partnered with the Liberty Heritage Insurance out of Nairobi, Mr. Musili and the team. Thank you. And it's all these things is partnerships. Collaborations is not cooperation, is not competition. You see where your resource and your 20% and 20% there and another 20% make a full 100%, and the result is real children, they're getting the help they need. You're creating the leaders of tomorrow because those are created today. And with technology especially, it's making life a little bit easier because the critical thinking is coming to play, the teamwork, the communication is coming to play, And the change that we need to see, that we want to make, happens through us, happens because of the action. And we're saying, by doing this kind of work, we are creating those now and not tomorrow.
Yes.
And they're taking ownership of doing exactly that. So we've formed some good collaboration. RTI International, which is out here in Durham. They also have a big office in Nairobi. So all we do is we tell our story and we seek the help. So we formed a partnership with the University of Nairobi. That happened last year. Next 10 years, we have a MOU, standing MOU. We just partnered again this year with NC State, student leadership engagement here in Raleigh. So, and the goal is to, again, see student to student, see like-minded, given different spheres of the age, whether it's the young children in a primary school or the college level, and create those service learning with the students. For example, if when we do another mission trip, we're looking at some of the students from NC State to travel to Kenya, and we have a matched up collaboration between the students at the University of Nairobi, which we did an amazing event. I think websites may have, if you go to our website, you see the humanitarian trip 2024. And we have a few images, but there is a lot of pictures that are not there. So we do interesting programs like a Proud of My Culture, and yeah.
Proud of my culture. You're talking about me right now. I'm proud to be a Kenyan. I can always tell you guys I'm Kenyan to the core, man. So yes, again, thank you for the stuff you're doing. That's good stuff completely. And again, you guys, please, let's get that 25 grand, man. We need to dig those boreholes. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's one of the things I want to do in Kenya as well. You know, because of course I travel to Kenya all the time. Water is a huge problem. And I know you got problems with the cartels too, because I know cartels play their game as well with that issue. But still, I believe we can make a difference. I say we're gonna believe in us. It's just us. You know, this is how I look at this situation. I feel like right now we are at a stage in life where we say, instead of pointing fingers to the government or pointing fingers to our parents and asking them what they're gonna do, I point the fingers to us. What are we gonna do?
That is correct. It's actually, if we keep saying they're not doing it, what are you doing? That's what in my view, I took it to myself and I said, let me just do my bit. Let me do just my small bit. And if everybody did that, and we may not all do the same thing because it's not possible. Yeah. That doesn't make a society a society. But if we can add value to what you're doing, show up at your show, you're inviting people to come to this show and tell their story. And I feel bad it took a longer to get here, but I had a commitment. I had to show up. It's better late than never. And if everybody can do their part, do what is passionately moves you and give you good sleep at night, then we'll have a better world. And I think these nonprofits exist because, if we look at a case in Kenya, doing the boreholes and everything, that's the work of the government. They need to be doing that. Those leaders, appointed to run the county or whatever, that's their job.
Yes.
But when it's not being done, we cannot just keep pointing and saying, because every 5 years, another new administration come.
And then the same issue.
It's an issue. And another one before they get... So we just have to do what we can.
Very, very true. Very true. I agree to that. And I applaud you guys for what you guys are doing. You guys keep going, keep doing what you're doing, because we need more of you. We need more organizations just like yours out there, not just in Kenya, but I mean worldwide. Even right in America, we need help right in America. We got our own problems over here as well. So thank you for what you guys are doing, man. And we salute you. We honor you. We're gonna keep praying for you guys too, because you guys gotta be stronger for us to be strong too as well. You know what I mean? But as we close, man, anything else you want to tell the people, man? Because I'm so happy. I'm proud of you guys, what you guys are doing.
Yeah. So I think we are looking to increase our membership And we're asking you out there, engage with us, go to our website, come to the gala, come to the dinner, send us subscribe to us. Let us know your contact, your name, your email, and we'll let you know the rest of the stuff. We're looking to have a full house for the gala. We will be launching our long-term vision campaign. We are looking to have 600 people committing to the big long-term vision to invest in water drilling equipment that will help us to remain sustainable and be able to plug in and help not only thousands of people, but tens of thousands of people. And so we're looking for dedicated 600 people who would like to, to be a part of this. And we'll be talking more and letting people know more of what we have been able to accomplish during the gala. And it will be happening at 21st of February. That's next year, 2026, from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. So there'll be the dinner part, the telling you who we are, giving you the reason and all of that stuff. And of course, have a good time. We're going to have a good time.
Okay. Just plug in all your social handles.
Yes.
You got the website?
We have the website. We have the Venmo stuff. We have the donation. All of that is found on our website, www.milesofgreathopes.org. And I'm sure you'll be able to put that in.
Yes. I'll definitely put it right here down on the screen. I'll have the whole website right there, all the handles you guys need. And to you guys out there, man, when you going to make a difference? Yeah, you. I'm talking to you. I know you listen. You can hear me right there. You. When you going to make a difference? You always say one day God is going to talk to me. He's going to let me know what I'm supposed to do. This is your time. This is your moment. Get up and make a difference. That money you want to go drink, save it for a day. Help a child. Help a mother. Help a father. Build a borehole. Buy cows. Let other people eat the cow if you don't want to eat it. You know? So this is your moment. Please make a difference. And again, if you're a fan over here, if you're a viewer over here, if you're a subscriber to Chafuwa Meza Podcast, I urge you again, please support my brother right here. All the things he's just mentioned to you on this episode for for the last, maybe an hour or so. Please, my guy, man, let us make an impact. If you're here and you're wasting our time, please, this is not the platform for you. We are here to make a difference in this world, and we start from right here on this podcast. So please donate whatever he needs. Go to his website, check him out, subscribe to his platform. Whatever you need to do, man, do something. I mean, you can do something. I need you. We need you. They need you. You know what I mean? So let's do it. Together, we make a difference. Otherwise, who's going to do it? You know? But with that being said, man, Isaac, I want to thank you so much for stopping by. This has been great, man. I told you, this is something you really need to tell the people. You know what I mean? That's a good story, man. The stuff you're doing is touching people's lives. Like, I hope, and this is why I wanted us to do this podcast ahead of time, because this is December. This is a time where most people, especially Kenyans coming from here, are traveling back to Kenya.
Yeah.
This is the time they could have gone, after watching this episode, they could have gone to Kenya and make a difference.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Very true.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yes.
Like, we missed that already because people in Kenya already when we're making this video.
That's okay. The right time is the right time. This was a purpose, but I'm with you. I'm with you. I just came from Kenya, and but yeah.
How was Kenya, matter of fact?
It was good. Still challenges out there.
Yeah.
But Kenyans are resilient. They keep going. They keep going, and it motivates me a lot to see, even with difficult circumstances, they're still going. They're still hopeful. The hope is one thing that, you don't want to lose. And that's to their core, they're still going.
That's very true. Once you lose hope, then that's it, man. How was the food?
Food, food is great.
Hey,
Ke-
man,
in
yeah, I
Kenya.
see you still in shape, man. I guess you disciplined because most of the time when I go to Kenya, come back, I be fat, man.
Well, a few of my shots are not working properly. I need probably to, yeah. But food was good. Lots of food there.
Yeah, man. But welcome back, man. Because as they say, East West, home is best. So I know you had a good time. I don't even have to ask you that. Once you go home, you feel there's a feeling that hits you like, yo, this is me, man. This is where I come from. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just like we mentioned earlier, you can never forget where you came from.
Yeah.
So as soon as you get there, you can feel the love. You can just feel it. It's in you.
Yeah.
You know? But anyway, thank you so much for coming through, man. We appreciate your story and definitely going to support you. And we hope it's going to keep growing after coming to this podcast. And I hope you're going to come back again and share more stories.
Yes.
Tell us how many more people you help, how many more cows you bought. Next time, we're going to buy more goats than cows now, because I know a cow is more expensive than a goat.
We've done a goat we've done a goat project too. Like I said, we got to a community and we listened to what they need. So there is a community in Nyeri. It was about 11 people, and there is a boy who had a HIV and AIDS, and his health wasn't quite there. Was a little shaky, and we bought a goat. Milk from goat is really healthier than the cow. And the boy now is a teenager, grown teenager, young man, 19, and healthy and everything. The 10 others that we helped, some of them wanted a small microfinance to start a small business. One started doing the shoes, the shoe repair,
Yes.
like torn shoes. The other one started some chapati, some food on the roadside, small, kitchen, feeding the manual workers in a construction site. So we've done that too. Another woman started a scrap metal business, buying scrap metal, and that became so lucrative. We only gave 60,000, I think, 60,000 Kenya shillings, not dollars.
Yeah.
It's not a lot. Everybody got like 5,000
Yeah.
or 10, and it's sometimes it's the small act, it's a small thing, but they multiply and they invest in it. And a lot of people, sometimes that's all they need.
Yes.
So we are the kind of organization that, because we are limited on resources, we don't sit on the small resource that we have. We still execute, and it makes a difference in somebody. And that's what we've been able to do.
I like what you just mentioned right now, because sometimes people always think helping means you have to do something huge, something big, so everybody can see the difference. They forget that that's something small that you might overlook.
Yeah.
It's something big to somebody else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even someone asking for $5, to you, it might look like $5 ain't gonna make no difference to this person's life, but you don't know what that $5 mean to that person.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's something small to you, but to that person at that very moment, it's something huge.
Yeah.
So yeah, just start with that little thing you can, whatever you can. There's all those little stuff that you sometimes might overlook. Start with that, and slowly we grow, and we're gonna make a difference. But thank you so much, man. I want to appreciate you, man. I don't want to keep you for too long because I know you got kids, man. Tomorrow is another day. You got shit to do. So thank you so much. I appreciate you guys for watching. Please, 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 like I've urged you guys, please make sure you help him, make a difference, donate. Next year, February, pull up to the event right here in Raleigh. Please, please pull up. Let's make a difference. Let's help our own, because if not, then who? So please pull up, man. I promise you're gonna see a difference. Just give it time. You're gonna see a difference.
Yeah.
And with all that being said, man, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for watching. I'm your host, Lemmy G. This is Chafuwa Meza Podcast. Our guest, Isaac, and all that. We out.
Thank you.
Tuko in the city, Chafuwa Meza. Don Kings in the building. Don Kings in the building. Chafuwa Meza, Chafuwa Meza. Tuko Nairobi, tuna Chafuwa Meza. Chafuwa Meza, Chafuwa Meza. Tuko in the city, Chafuwa Meza. Don Kings in the building. Don Kings in the building. Straight from the flight to the club we go. Hold on, I'm lying. Straight from the flight, hit the Airbnb. Chafuwa Meza ICU, let me G. Kanairo City took a home, my G. All kings in the building. Took already rather chafu no way.